Hello, everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm suddenly live at like 12 or like midnight. I don't know why I sort of got on a whim of like, actually, I want to talk to my subscriber friends. And so I don't even know what time it is for all of you guys. Um, I have made this live for subscribers only. A lot of times what happens is that there are basically haters that come on and they're not so friendly, and then they sort of just ruin the vibe for everyone. And so we're not doing that today. I discovered that if you start the live on a computer, then you can actually set that setting. I don't know how to do it like on a phone. But either way, we have one person here. Oh, we have four people. Let me know that you're here in the chat because if not, I'm just going to be talking to myself. Hi, John. It is good to see you. It's good to see your name. Hi, Eric. You say it's your first time chatting with me. Ah, that's so fun. That's so fun for me. Thanks for being here, Eric. Um, Hi, Robert, with a smiley face. I love that. It is midnight here. Hello, all seven people on this live. I don't know if you guys, I'm just going to chat about something random. I am watching the Eurovision. I'm not feeling so well today. I was supposed to do something tomorrow that was like supposed to be a fun collaboration for the channel. And I started not feeling well during the day, and I didn't want the person to get sick, and I'm not feeling the best. So I'm like, you know what? We might have to postpone it. But I was planning to do a collaboration with a new friend. He's a tour guide um, in his profession, and wow, he is so insightful. Like really, so he seems really smart. He knows so much, and I really enjoyed just watching his Instagram because he always posts the stories about where he's going, and so I basically was going to collaborate with him tomorrow, but that won't happen right now. We'll have to postpone it. So that's a long story short. I'm sick at home, sick-ish, and I'm watching the Eurovision. I don't know if you guys know the Eurovision. Sort of let me know if you are from Europe or are aware of the Eurovision. The Eurovision is basically a song competition in which different countries submit their songs. And even though we're technically like not part of Europe as well as like Australia, there are certain countries that are part of this competition. It's because of the Union of Broadcasters or something like that. And that's the reason that we are included in the Eurovision. So that is basically why. So it's still going on, and now everyone's voting. And we had our representative, Yuval Rafael. She did a great job, really. She sings very well, and it's very powerful. And she's saying there, and that's it. And now everyone's voting. But yeah, Robert says, I hope Yuval Rafael wins the Eurovision. If you guys don't know Yuval Rafael, she was chosen as our representative for the Eurovision this year, but she actually also has a very interesting story of her survival because she's a Nova massacre survivor. And she basically was at the Nova Festival on the 7th of October. And when everything was happening, she hid in one of the miguniot, which is basically a protective room. And the terrorists were uh, basically killing everyone inside. And she basically, like, it sounds really horrific, but she hid underneath the bodies and she survived that way. And that's the only reason she's alive today. And her song really represents like her survival story. So if you want to, uh, just literally search on YouTube Yuval Rafael and write uh, New Day or New Day Will Rise. I think it's New Day. It's really wonderful. Emma, thanks for your get better wishes. I really appreciate that. Hi, Mary. Hi. Thank you so much, friend, for your well wishes. And Martina, good evening to you. You're from Germany, Martina, and you voted 20 times. You see, you can vote for Israel, but because I'm in Israel, I can't vote. So you can't vote for your own country. So I'm happy. I'll almost look at it as if you have voted for me, Martina. So thanks for doing that. Um, and yeah, so everyone's, I guess, just sort of watching the Eurovision. I think for the most part, I think a lot of Europe is let's just say in England it's 2 hours behind. So now it would be 10 p.m. And here it's midnight. So yep, that's it. But for all 12 people on this live, I know this is a funny time to do lives. I don't usually do them at this time, but I'm happy to connect to everyone. Let's have a conversation. Ask any question that you want, because we're a sort of small group here. I can actually look at your, comments, and actually I can pay attention to them because I'm not, having to sift through hateful comments. And so that would be nice. I did, if you guys didn't see the last vlog that came out with Alec Pollard of Insightful Nomad, you guys should go to his channel. And he has such wonderful content, really. Like, he goes everywhere. And I wish I was that kind of brave world traveler. But he really does go everywhere and meets interesting people. And the collaboration that we did last week, my vlog came out with him, and today his vlog with me came out, and now the opposite. So go to Insightful Nomad if you want. We talk about Messianic Judaism, which is me and my belief. And so we sort of talk about it there. So if you want, go to his channel, Insightful Nomad, leave a comment for him, and share his channel, because he has great content. Martina says, absolutely enjoyed the collab. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for that, Martina. We really did, I think he really cares for, his viewers. And of course, I care for you guys so much. I'm so grateful for you guys. And yeah, it's wonderful. Robert says, here's our first question. Robert says, Oriel, any news of the hostages? So right now, there's no new news. If you guys go to All Israel, on All Israel News YouTube channel, I actually was at the Hostages Square for basically the whole day. The same day that actually only one event was planned. So Gagir Dalal was a hostage that was taken hostage from the Nova Festival, and he had his second birthday in captivity. So when he was taken hostage, he was 22, and now he's 24. And so they were planning they call it a night of hope. So like basically commemorating his birthday and bringing awareness to him. On the same day, Idan Alexander, which was the last living American hostage, who came from the States, from New Jersey, to volunteer in the army, in the IDF. He was taken hostage, and he was released because Trump basically made a deal with Hamas directly through Qatar, or through Qatar, as a lot of people call it. And I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well. So I'm going to be gross and blow my nose on this live with all you 15 people. Thank you for your grace. Excuse me. But basically, Idan Alexander was taken hostage, and he was released through this Trump deal. And so I went to the Hostages Square and I reported that. And so I produced a video. So you guys can go and watch that at All Israel News. And you can also watch the birthday celebration of Guy Gilboa Dalal. They made actually a really, really beautiful, like, anime style animated video for Guy Gilboa Dalal, with such a sweet message of hope. And yeah, it was very emotional and very beautiful to see. As of now, there's no new news about the hostages. I think they're trying to see if they can sort of piggyback on the Trump momentum, but I don't know that that's necessarily happening. So there's no new news about the hostages. We are very happy to have Idan Alexander back. Let's see. Also, please continue to ask, questions, because if not, I'll feel like I'm just talking to myself, which is basically what this is. But yeah, please ask questions because I would love. It doesn't have to be war related. It can be anything. John Boyd says 21 alive, confirmed. So we now currently have 59 hostages, 58 hostages now, because Idan Alexander was released. And for the longest time, it was believed that there were 24 hostages alive. And then at some point, there was, I don't know if information or the lack of information that showed that there could potentially be 21 alive. So Bipin Joshi, and I'm so forgetful, so I'm sorry that I don't remember the other hostage name, but I think he's a Thai foreign worker that was here, and another Israeli hostage. I don't want to get his name wrong, and so I'm not going to say it right now, but you guys can search their names up. It's the thinking is they think that they could not be alive because they don't have information about them, so there is concern over their life. Um, in Israel, they do not declare someone dead unless it has been confirmed, meaning if they have a body back that is identifiable, they cannot confirm it. And so as of now, they are still considered to be, hostages. But there is concern for their life. So we don't know what has happened to them yet. What was sad about it is that actually the the public discovered this news in a not so nice way, and it was sort of like a by the way kind of like comment on TV. And so that was not a good situation, and so people are very distressed right now about the hostages. And I can understand being there at the hostages square all day. It really did show me how much the Israeli citizens care. It's been about a year and 7 months, let's just say, and we're not stop like no one is stopping their fight for the hostages. They continue to show up, and even just like looking at, Gadi Dalal, okay? I could see that he had some, friends there that actually knew him, or Idan Alexander had his friends that were there and advocating for him. But most of the people there don't know either one of them. They're foreign people to them, and yet they love them completely. They love them as if it's their own friend or their own son, um, their brother. It's really heartwarming to see how Israel has united on that front. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. Mary says, how do you choose the beautiful places in Israel to show us? You know what? I don't really like specifically choose and plan. If I was able to do YouTube full time, maybe then I'd have the ability to sort of, choose. Um, I think I just sort of, when I am somewhere, I document it, or if I am somewhere for All Israel News, then it's not on their dime. I film separately. I take that time off of the time I shoot for them, but I basically just combine the two. I report for All Israel News, and I vlog for you guys. And I wish that I could do more of those things, and I wish that I was more informed and more intelligent. That I could be like one of those, like insightful Nomad, or like my new friend tour guide Levi, to do that. By the way, I'm almost here to promote my friends. I'm going to put both Insightful Nomad in this chat, Insightful Nomad, so that you guys can go and search him up if you haven't had the opportunity. So Insightful Nomad is the one that I just did a collab with, and the person I was supposed to do a collab with tomorrow, his name is Levi. He doesn't have a YouTube channel, but he has an Instagram in which, if you guys want to ever come to Israel and do tours, he's like a perfect guy for it. But also his Instagram is really like, I love it because all of his stories are just showing different places, and he gives you these facts and information, and it's a lot of fun. So it's Tour Israel with Levi. And yeah, go to support both of their Insightful Nomad's YouTube channel and Levi's Instagram. So please go and do that. Um, let's see. Martina K says, my friends Judith and Gadi are still there in Gaza. I have heard about Judith and Gadi. Martina, I'm really sorry. You say they were murdered and taken to Gaza. We pray and we will not stop to do so for the return of them all. Martina, my heart really goes out to you. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, they are one of there are four remaining American citizens in Gaza right now, and um, yeah, they're. I don't have words. You know, it's one of those weird things that you say. How can it be that they're holding a body hostage? Like just the lack of dignity, it's just horrendous. It's evil. I don't have words. Um, yeah. Hi, Sister Chick 17. You said you caught alive. I'm so happy you caught alive. There's 25 of you guys here now. Hello. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Please ask questions because I'm here just to literally chat with you guys. I finally made a chat that's excluded from non-subscribers, which is probably the reason why there's 25 now. There's always more people watching when it's not for subscribers because a lot hate Israel and they're like, oh, we get in Israel, let's make her life hard. But yeah, I am simultaneously sort of sick. Sorry that I'm blowing my nose on this live, but enjoy me. Robert Perez says, you should do a collab with TBN Israel with Yair Pinto. You know what? That is very funny. People don't know that actually Mati Shoshani was my boss. So my parents and Mati Shoshani's parents know each other for, gosh, decades, many, many years. And I remember Mati when he was like a teenager with like dreadlocks and whatever. And then at some point, I worked at a ministry, and he was my boss for like a year and a half or something like that. Yeah, something like that, maybe a year and a half. So yeah, so I know Mati, and actually his other brother was also my boss at some point, and I know we all know each other here in Israel, and so I know the siblings, and I know his parents, and Yair. I've known him also since he was a teenager, and he's actually my brother-in-law's best friend. So, yes, I haven't seen Yair in a long time, um, but yeah, maybe that's an option. Maybe that's an option that I could potentially collab and interview them. This whole like collab thing, connecting with influencers. It's a new thing for me, and I feel like even though I'm a small channel, that I'm having suddenly all these different collabs and different options on the table. And so honestly, the Insightful Nomad collab that happened because of you guys, because we had a crossover of sorry, I'm like a bit distracted because I'm seeing like who's making it basically on the to the finale of the like Eurovision basically. um, there's all these different countries, and it's a combination of like the judges vote and the public's vote. And so now they're sort of showing who is making it. So if I'm looking up, it's because of that. Anyways, the Insightful Nomad collab happened because of subscribers that we have a crossover, and people kept, referring us to one another. And honestly, I was very insecure. I think it was a while ago, because people like referred me to his, channel. You should do a collab. But honestly, I'm such a small YouTuber, and I barely had any subscribers back then. That I'm just like, I don't know who's going to want to collaborate with me. Um, I guess it doesn't really matter, but you guys made it happen, and so I'm really grateful. Um, and maybe I need to be a bit more brave. Maybe I need to be a bit more brave. Actually, something happened. Maybe I'll share this with you guys. When I was at the Hostages Square, I don't know if you guys know. Maybe I'll search it up for you as well. um, so that we can um, sort of all grow and learn together. There is this guy that I follow. His name is Josh. Let's see. Let me see if I can turn this around so you guys can see. This is the Instagram that I follow. His name is Josh A. Israel's History and Archaeology. I was filming at the Hostages Square, and because I'm short and I wanted to get a view, I basically took a chair and just stood on it and like swiveled the camera around because I wanted to get the crowd from on top. So I'm swiveling the camera around, and I see this Josh guy. Whoops, doing it with my wrong hand. Uh, what's wrong with me? Why can I not get it? There you go. Um, I recommend you guys go follow. Oh, also there's Tour Israel with Levi. You guys can go follow him. But there's Josh, and basically I recognize him. Like I follow him, guys. He is so smart. This guy. He does what we call hasbara. So hasbara is basically the um, like understanding Israel. So like educating people about Israel and the Israeli cause, right? And because he understands history, um, he can explain to people why Israel is legitimate, and that is something that right now in the world is for some reason hard to prove, and I don't know why, but he's really good at it. Long story short, I see him and I'm like, "Hey, are you Josh?" And he's like, "Yes." And I got I guess a bit insecure, and I said, I follow you and I just want to say thank you, and there were things happening on the stage and I didn't want to take his attention, so I just said thank you and that was it. So, I feel like I sort of missed out on an opportunity because as a reporter, as a journalist, you should want to like just be confident and say like, "Hey, actually, can I interview you? Hey, actually, can I collaborate with you?" or something like that. And I didn't have the courage to do it. And I regretted it a bit, but I thought, maybe he doesn't want to be bothered. I was insecure. Long story short, I stuck around, and as I stuck around filming stuff, he did too. Even though it was empty, there was no one on the stage, people were like putting the chairs away and stuff like that. And then he came around again, like right next to me. And I'm like, oh yeah, don't miss this opportunity. Just say hi again and offer what you can. And so I did. And I said, like, hey, I'm also a journalist and I would love to potentially interview you or something of that sort. And I asked if I could have his number, and he gave it to me. So now um, I now have his number so I can potentially contact him and potentially collaborate with him. So yeah, I just feel that for some reason, even though I'm a small YouTuber and I barely have anyone on Instagram, because I'm putting out more reels and more shorts, then suddenly there's more traction. And so that sort of causes you to be part of this little influencer-ish world of Israel advocates or Israel related content. Um, so yeah, it's a new thing that I feel like I need to sort of step into with a bit more boldness and not be afraid, not just like Martina is saying, like don't compare the numbers of subscribers to other channels, and that's so kind of you. That's so kind of you, Martina. I try not to. I'm not really good at it. Gosh, I'm not feeling the best, but not super good at it. Um, but I think that I will continue to try to do that because I want to bring the most interesting content to people, and I might not be an expert in everything, right? But I can bring on experts that do understand, and potentially that could be a nice thing for the channel, right? So, um, let's see. Linda, hi. Okay, if you guys look at the chat, Linda McManus here is a friend of the family. Hi, Linda. I will get some rest. I know it's 12:30 at night, and I just wanted to talk to everyone. Linda McManus gave me my first computer, my first like actual laptop as a gift. Linda, that laptop has served me well, and up until fairly recently, like it held so many years. It helped me so much, and I basically edited almost all the vlogs on it. So everyone put in the chat a thank you to Linda because without Linda, I wouldn't be able to create all of those, vlogs because I wouldn't have a computer that would make it. So Linda is great in so many different ways. And I love you, Linda, so much, חברה. Yeah, Eric, thanks to Linda. Let's see. Robert Perez says, do you know Yosef Haddad? I have been at one of his public talks. I did, you know what? Actually, it's good that you say that because I got his sort of like assistant's number to be able to contact him for an interview. And so I think I need to try and do that. So yeah, thanks for saying that. I think that's also a thing of insecurity. Like, people just come and they don't really because they don't feel inferior. They'll just come to anyone and be like, "I want your attention. Can I get an interview?" And because they're bold, they get it. And I probably need to work on being a bit more bold. But honestly, like suggest more people to collab with, and if that's something that works, then why not? Britt says, I like Tal, the traveling clat. He's a little more political. Yeah, Tal has, I've started to follow Tal as well. He has great content. Very, very smart, intelligent people, and very, very brave people. So also, you guys can go and maybe I'll put that in the chat too. The traveling clat. I don't know if I wrote that correctly, but yes, the traveling clat. Also, the traveling clat, he's friends with Alec of Insightful Nomad. So it's cool. Like everyone sort of, all these people know each other. And also, Insightful Nomad did a collaboration in Morocco with Coco Girl. Funnily enough, Insightful Nomad just put out the vlog that we did together about Messianic Judaism, and Coco Girl did the same. She basically was going on the streets and interviewing people who, like, if they believe in Yeshua or what they believe about Yeshua, about Jesus. And she also interviewed this guy, basically, that's a Messianic Jew. So that could be also interesting for you guys to go see. Her name is Coco Girl. That is her channel. And again, I could be suggesting people to you guys that, they're not entirely the same as me, right? They could have very different personalities, different perspectives. We're definitely not of the same faiths. So it's not necessarily that I condone every single thing that these people do or believe in. It's more interesting content for you guys. And I think that we should support Israeli creators. So yeah, I think that's important. Hi, Strat926. You say there are many interesting places to vlog from in Israel, so many choices. You know what? You are so right. You are so right. I am privileged with the fact that I have a job that allows me to go to interesting places, and they're kind enough to let me just vlog simultaneously. So that's a nice thing for me. I very much enjoy that. And I wish that I could go to more places. I think that would be very, very nice. And honestly, I just wish that I had that my YouTube was big enough for me to actually do this full time, because if I could do this full time, I think I would be happy with that. But I am doing something very similar with All Israel News that I'm happy with. So that's similar, I think, to what is what I would like to do. But honestly, the fact that you guys are here, it makes me be able to do what I do. Yeah, that's nice for me. It's nice for me that you guys are here. But yeah, please ask more questions. And someone says, let me see what's. Britt says, opening up the mind to Israeli culture is a fight against anti-Semitism. Yeah, you're right about that. I think that understanding the culture is really important, because when people don't understand the culture, they come to conclusions really quickly. And I actually see that a lot within the comments, the anti-Semitic comments that I get on Instagram. Oh, by the way, if some of you, I don't know if you guys have an Instagram or not, but I am in Instagram under the same name as this channel. So Judith and Israel is my Instagram as well. I don't know if that leads you to my YouTube, but go to Instagram and let's connect there as well. I just put up sort of more daily like things and things that I won't necessarily put on YouTube because it's sort of a different platform. Um, but yeah, be like go to Instagram and let's make friends there. I can't always answer people's messages because it can sometimes get a lot. Doesn't mean that I don't care. I read a lot of the messages and I do care very much. But yeah, please go to Instagram and let's connect there as well. Let's see. I would love to get more questions from you guys because I could talk your ear off about a lot of unrelated stuff. But yes, actually, I don't know if Yuval Rafael has made the Eurovision or not. Has she? I think she might have. Does anyone know? I'm like searching it on Instagram as I'm like talking with you guys. My internet has been very weird and very spotty today. So maybe you guys can tell me if she actually made it. Yuval got through. Hey, hello. I don't know if I'm saying your name correctly. Tabia. You can sort of help me say your name correctly. But yes, Yuval got through. That is wonderful. I'm so happy about that. Let's see. Any more questions from all of you guys? So if anyone is new on the chat, I'm just chatting with you guys because I felt like it, and I'm not feeling the best. So excuse me for being a bit gross like that. But yes, Martina K says she was actually the second who went through. Wow. Yeah, I did see like something on the screen, but I wasn't sure if you guys, maybe you can correct me if I'm wrong. Is it per like votes? Like was it she was the second because she got that many votes, or was it like in random order? That would be interesting to know. But yeah, Israel always makes it very high on the Eurovision. A lot of times people like bets, they'll vote her for like Israel for like the top 3 or something. So yeah. Britt is asking, do you know any of the Israel guys at Hayovel? You know what? I think I've seen their channel, but I don't because there's so much content that I don't know the Israel guys. Let's see. I think I've bumped into what that is, but I don't know that I have like seen. Let's see what they're about. Insightful biblical perspective, commentary from a biblical perspective. You know what? That is really interesting. I am going to subscribe. Thanks for that, Britt. I love that you guys are suggesting more people or more like YouTube channels. I think that's so helpful to me. So yeah, I just subscribe to the Israel guys and we'll see what they're about. That's great. I love that. Thank you for that, Britt. That's very cool. Linda says, I do like Israel guys as well. That's wonderful. Sister Chick, are you still considering coming back to US or anywhere to take college audit classes for your book in the future? And then Britt says, maybe my husband and son will drag you to the wedding at Hayovel next month for direct networking. Am I going to crash a wedding, Britt? I don't know what's going on, but you can talk to me in private, either send me an email or talk to me on Instagram. Not sure what that means, but that sounds interesting. So back to Sister Chick's question: Are you still considering coming back to USA or anywhere to take college audit classes for your book in the future? If you guys are not aware, let me see um, if I can find the video that I'm actually talking about that process. There's 2 videos. Well, I don't know, maybe I'm talking to the like, preaching to the choir because many of you guys already know. But just in case you don't, I was basically wanting to or planning to try to go somewhere to study. That was very not good description of what I was trying to say. But I'm going to put it here. So this one is about me losing my memory due to trauma. Not so fun for me. But also there's another one. Let me find it. Of basically saying like that my plans have changed and I'm there it is. Um, it's more like an update thing. So many things have changed since then. Sorry, that was scattered as I was trying to find those links. But the long story short is that I have had a book in my mind for gosh, probably like the over a decade. And I started writing it and I have the first chapter, but I felt like I didn't have enough information. I didn't have enough information. I didn't have enough knowledge. I didn't have enough experience in life to be able to properly write this book. And so I'm gonna sneeze. Uh, sorry to whoever is new on the chat. I'm not feeling the best, but I still wanted to talk to you guys. So here we are doing a little under the weather live. Um, Long story short, that was happening, and I realized that I needed more actual education. Now, my story is that because I had phobias and was suicidal, all these different types of things, I wasn't able to finish my education. And so I didn't actually go to high school. So I don't even know if you could say that I made it through ninth grade because I was in such a bad situation that my grades were so low, and I used to be like a straight A student. Like I was smart and intelligent and I could remember things and all the things. And after that experience of having a very prolonged time of trauma, my memory was shot and I just my brain doesn't remember things in the same way anymore. So for me to try and get a GED, which is a requirement for getting into school, um, is a problem. So I wanted to see if I could somehow get funding to go to some kind of school or college or somewhere, um, but without a GED as a non, oh, what is it called? Non-degree seeking student. So I'm not seeking a degree. I just want to sit there and and learn. But you can't get really funded or get a scholarship without a GED. I could potentially go and still learn and study, but I don't have the actual money for it. So that's sort of the difference there. Because I'm like, okay, why do I need to do all of this, history? Like, well, history I'll need no matter what, but like to do math and stuff like that when it's not what I want to study, and I might not even get through that at all because my brain doesn't work that way anymore. And then find that I just can't pass those tests and it's just one of those things that I'm like, okay, I don't know what to do with it. So um sorry that I am blowing my nose in front of you guys, basically picking my nose. Enjoy me. Um but yeah, that's something that I had to sort of put on the shelf for a second and deal more with my mental health surrounding that, because to be in this position where you are a normal quote unquote person, and then because of trauma your brain doesn't work the same anymore and your memory isn't the same anymore, that requires a lot of change in your life. And even though I am a fully functioning human being that has a job and friends and life and influence, it doesn't necessarily mean that I am able to study in the way that I want to. So that's a very long answer for a very short question, but as of now, I am putting it on the shelf until something changes. Um, so yeah, that's sort of where I'm at with that. But thank you for asking. Thanks for remembering that. That's really nice because oh shoot, look at that. These are very old glasses. I don't even know if you guys, well, some of you guys have seen me with these old glasses. Now they're fully broken and now they're completely a new design. So would you look at that? But thanks for remembering that. That's very kind. I'd like to study something like, I guess, a combination of theology, history, anything that helps me understand the structure that I need for this book because it's not an easy book to write. Um, but I will say that I'm trying to finish up a short story that I'd like to self-publish on Amazon Kindle. It's about the woman caught in adultery in the book of John. So hopefully that will be out someday. I am almost finished with it, but it's just taking me way longer than what I would have liked to. Let's see. I sort of missed some of your comments, so and also we'll do this for another maybe 15 minutes, and then because it's almost 1 a.m., I'll go to bed because we're probably most of us aren't on the same time zone. But hi, all 44 subscribers. I'm so happy that you're here. Um, let's see. Tabia, I'm sorry if I'm still not saying your name correctly. I had burnout by ninth grade and didn't finish it either. I'm sorry for that. Trauma has messed up my brain too, which isn't a great combination with autism and unmedicated ADHD. I also have dyscalculia, so math is hard. Dyscalculia, that's how you say it. I'm really sorry. It's a lot to deal with. It's a lot. Trauma really does mess up the brain and how we function, and I understand that full well, and so I'm sorry, and I'm sending you a really big hug. And then on top of a combination of other things, life can be very difficult, but I'm asking from everyone here to send hearts to Tabia. um, you deserve our love, and I'm sorry that things are like that, and I hope that in every way possible life gets easier for you, that you'll have an abundance of blessings come your way. And I'm so grateful for you being here. um, let's see. Mary, you're always the greatest encourager. I always say I wish I could take you and put you in my pocket, and anytime I need encouragement, just take you out. You say, "Please don't be concerned of things you can't do, but the things you can. You can do far more than you know, and we'll see it." That's really kind. Actually, Mary, you really do affect my life in that way because you're such a great encourager. And when you want to do a lot of things, you get scattered. Like, how am I supposed to achieve all these things? And sometimes I need that reminder to just calm down. Like, you can do things, and you will do these things, and just take it step by step. So thank you, Mary. And I'm still looking forward to you coming to Israel. I'm still looking forward to it. And I will come and see you. Um, let's see. Do you ever watch Skodu Guy? I hope I'm saying that correctly. Do you ever watch the Bearded Bible Brothers associated with the former Zola Levitt ministry? Love those guys. I think they live in Texas but travel Israel for videos ministries. I don't know them. I think I know people that used to sing for Zola Levitt. Yes, they used to sing the Hearts. They used to sing, or still, I'm not sure if they still sing for them, but yeah, because they're worship leaders. Uh, Martina K says your book is your baby, and it takes time to grow into a toddler up until to the adult stage. You will get there eventually. That is such a great way to look at it, Martina. That is so right. You are so correct in that. It's true. It needs time to mature. And that's really an important thing for me to remember. So thank you for that. Um, Maddox Mania. Hi, Uriel. First of all, hi, Maddox. Hi, have you heard of Johnny Somali? He wants to collab with you. I don't know who that is. Is that a YouTube channel? Is that an Instagram? Let's see. Johnny Somali. Um, I am not sure that I'm finding the right person. I'm not sure if this is the person that you are thinking of because I'm seeing career related things, but I'm not sure if that's a thing. Um, but you can sort of let me know more information about that. Let's see. Abby Page says, "Hi, do you have a cold?" I have something of that sort. I don't know what I have. My two siblings were sick, and so I think I got what they got. Just not fun. I'm usually immune to these things, so I don't know why I'm getting sick. I feel like a bit more often, so that's not fun. Carol M says, "Oh my goodness, I caught you live. I'm so happy I caught you, Carol. This is so much fun. Unfortunately, I'm going to be here for about 10 more minutes more because it's almost 1 a.m. and I'm not feeling good, so I should probably sleep. But I'm so happy that all 43 of us now are able to connect. So much fun." Um, Dai says, "Hi, Red. First time I see you live. I'm so happy. So happy that I can be with you guys live here." Um, oh, I see Tabia here is saying Johnny Somali is maybe someone I'm not really to collab with, but interesting. I don't know. That's the thing with like I've only done one collab till now, right? And Insightful Nomad just happens to be a nice guy, right? But I guess you just don't know. I think it probably takes a little bit of vetting. Just the fact that you could collab with someone doesn't mean it's the right thing. Zeniki Sag says, "Hey, where is Cupper Bunny?" I love the fact. Okay, guys. So a lot of people may not even know this, but Bunny's original name is Buttercup. I didn't name him this. My sister did, and so he just became Buttercup. But I give him so many different nicknames that everyone thinks he has a different name. It could be Bunny, Butter, Cupper Bunny, Cupperoni, Cappuccino. But I just love the fact that when people talk about him, they just give whatever name that they're used to. So Cupper Bunny is somewhere roaming around outside. He's an indoor outdoor cat and he loves it. But he sits with me quite a lot. Like I work a lot from my room, and so you will just see him very often just chilling with me. He's my little buddy. Let's see. I don't know if all of you know Cupper Bunny, but let's see. This was me sick today with Bunny, just like laying. Sorry, I don't know why it's like this. So can you see him? He's literally just like sprawling all over the place with no shame and no fear. So Bunny is just living his best life. Um, let's see. Dai says, "Did you have a Eurosong party? Yuval's song is beautiful." And P.S. Buttercup from the Hunger Games. Buttercup is not from the Hunger Games in this instance. It's just that his bunny. I didn't know if that was my cat. So you guys can't see, but my window is over here. And Bunny is very vocal. And so when he wants to come in, he'll literally just like go to the door and meow till someone lets him in. So that's how I know that he wants to come into the house. Um, but I didn't do a Eurovision song party. I wanted to see it with someone, but it didn't, nothing happened with that. But also, I guess I'm I'm not feeling well. So it was probably better nothing happened, but I'd like to watch the finale with someone. I think that would be nice. Um, so yeah, Bunny's my little buddy. Bunny, cappuccino. I'm sorry. That's really funny. I keep thinking that that's Bunny, but it's not. Um, Here's another Bunny photo for you guys. Why can't I do this correctly? Can you see him? He's just sprawling like that. He feels very fearless. He just cracks me up, guys. Like he just he has no fear. It's like he's fearless. It's very funny. Nancy Levine. Hi, Nancy. You said I heard you refer to him as Butters, and I love the name. Yeah, Butters, Butter. Um, yeah, all the names. Linda McManus says, I ask for God to bring in your path whom He has for you to meet and maybe collab. He knows. That's really true, Linda. I'm praying for that too. For all 48 subscribers here, some of you might be of the same faith of me, some of you could be different. But yeah, I really do pray that I also pray for you guys as subscribers, as my online friends. I love you guys. But I also pray that the right people find this channel, right? And that I will collaborate with the right people. That's important to me because I don't do things I don't want to have an agenda. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in a position where I just collab for clout or I collab for views or like I want to collaborate with the right people because it's right for the channel or it's right between that person and myself. Um, So yeah, I don't want to have an agenda as far as like to make myself popular or get a lot of views. Like, sure, a lot of views is nice, but it's more about the effect of the views. Am I helpful with my views? Am I helpful with this video? And so that's sort of my agenda, and I want it to stay that way. Actually, Alec of Insightful Nomad that I just collabed with, we were just texting a bit today because his vlog came out with me. You guys should go and check that out. Actually, let me link that for you guys because why not? Actually, here it is. Let me, if you guys haven't had the opportunity to go and see his vlog that we did together, I just linked it now so you guys can go and see it. But we were talking a bit, and he was talking about another YouTuber that's way more successful or that has a lot more subscribers than I do. And he was talking about how she uses thumbnails very, very, very well, and that's bringing a lot of her success. And I just realized how lacking I am in a lot of different ways, like with the thumbnails, and some things don't really come naturally to me. But what I really do pray is that whatever I do, even if it's not the most professional, that it'll be the most honest. And I I really appreciate you guys being here, not because I'm the quote unquote the best at what I do. Like I'm not bad, right? Like I think that my content is fairly interesting and I really do invest in the editing. Excuse me. I feel so at home with you guys that I'm like blowing my nose right in front of you. Thanks for loving me through this little cold. Um, what was I saying? Yeah, that um wow, I don't remember what I was saying. But the long story short is that I care for content that is real, and the fact that you guys are on this channel is what matters to me. Like when I think about it, my heart like breaks in the best way because you guys are wonderful. And I'm not just saying that, like you guys truly are wonderful. You're the most encouraging and loving people. And anytime anyone like asks me anything about my YouTube channel, I'm like, my subscribers are so wonderful. Like they are the best. They're the best of the best. And there's such a lovely and encouraging community. And I just love them so much. Like I can't stop talking about you guys. And like I'll see these random comments and I'll tell my family, look what they said. And like I can't even explain enough to all 44 of you and all now 7,000 and something how much I appreciate you. I love you guys so much, really. I don't say it for no reason. And so I hope that you guys can feel that. And yeah, I just giving you guys a really big virtual hug. Um, yeah, let's see. Dai is going to sleep because it's almost midnight in Belgium. I understand you because I'm going to go to sleep soon. Good night to you, Dai, and sweet dreams. Um, Thanks, Abby Page, for saying, hope you feel better soon. I hope I feel better soon. Probably some of you guys missed the fact that I said that I actually canceled plans tomorrow for another collab. And again, because I love these content creators so much, if you guys have Instagram, go to Tour Israel with Levi. I was about to collaborate with Levi from Tour Israel with Levi. He's a new friend, and he's a tour guide in Israel, and he's so smart, and his content is so interesting. So if you guys have Instagram, check out Tour Israel with Levi. Like he'll put stories throughout the day of all the places that he goes, with his tours, and he has such a great passion and love for the land. Like I don't know that I've met someone who loves the land this much. You know, like he really does love the land with everything in his heart. And I think that's beautiful to see. So if you want Israel related content like that, go to his Instagram, Tour Israel with Levi. Um, so yeah, Linda, yeah, check out Levi. I think that you will all enjoy it. Guys, I would love to continue to talk, but I probably should sleep. But I've loved spending this hour with you guys in the quiet of our little house because I limited the chat to basically just us and not outsiders so that we wouldn't have to deal with all these hateful comments. But I am going to say goodnight to you guys. And I want to say that I love you so incredibly much that I was just like, I want to hang out with them at midnight. And I hope that that's okay with you. But yeah, I'm grateful for you guys. So grateful. Um, yeah. So thanks for spending me this hour with me. And I don't know, because I'm not feeling good and I'm also a bit behind on editing for work. I hope I can put out a vlog on time, on our usual time. It could be of the Hostages Square Guy Gilboa de las birthday. And I didn't tell you guys this because it only happened in the last 2 days. I went to visit a secret IDF unit, and I can't say what they do because that's confidential, but they gave us a little tour of like the border of Gaza, and I basically vlogged part of all of that. So that I need to see with their unit if I can include it in the vlog or as an All Israel News reporting video. But wow, was it interesting. I have so much to say about it that'll be for a different day, but this unit is just incredible. Like if you want to meet actual heroes, that was the unit. Like they're heroes. And yeah, so I'll need to see if I can even put any of that in a video. So the unit will be the ones to decide. Um okay. I need to get some water and I need to get some sleep. But I'm just going to call you all out by name. And if I miss someone, then I'm sorry. Good night, John and Linda and Abby and Strat926 and Mary and Emma and Carol and Miles. He says, thank you for all the content and for sharing. Thank you so much, Miles. I appreciate that a lot. And Glenn and Sister Chick and DJ Areki. I'm sorry, I'm butchering everyone's name today, but I love you guys. Um, yes, thank you guys so much, and Tabia also, and Kat. Hi, Kat. Also, I love your emojis, Kat. You're just so amazing with those. DJ says, "Very close, it's Polish," so that was good. I'm sure I didn't get the Polish accent correctly. Um, okay, guys, I need sleep. I love you guys, and I'll see you in a live soon, very, very soon. Okay. Good night. Thanks for spending an hour with me. I feel so privileged. Okay, goodbye.